But there's something unique about soccer. It grips us in a way that I believe no other sport can. And it brings a whole world together every 4 years in a spectacle that invariably takes years from our lives as we suffer through penalty kick shootouts. Even as we are loving it, we're dreading it. So as a lover of soccer, I've spent years devouring books on the sport. The tactics of soccer, the philosophy of soccer, the statistics of soccer. And for those of you who like math and sports, think about possible careers, studying sports and the way that statistics play a role. I think you might enjoy them. But anyway, in my years of research on soccer, I finally come to the conclusion, and I feel comfortable making the statement, soccer is the sport that most clearly is representative of what it means to be a human being. I know this may sound like a bold claim, but I'm going to try to prove it to you in the next 3 minutes. I'm going to ask that all of you indulge me and play a game with me. I'm going to ask a question, and I'm going to encourage you to shout out an answer. Students can play this, everybody in the audience can play this too. It's going to sound like a complicated math question, but it's not. Here's the question. A soccer match is 90 minutes long. There are 11 players on each team. That's 22 players total, plus any substitutes who get into the game. I want you to think about the average player, just one of those players on the field for that 90 minutes. Now here's the question. In a 90-minute soccer match, how much time in total does the average player spend touching the ball? Let's hear some answers. Shout them out. 3 minutes. I hear 4 minutes. What else do I hear? Shout them out. Shout them out.
47 seconds.
100 minutes. 100 minutes in a 90-minute match. All right. I think we. All right. Matt is starting over. All right. These moments. All right. Here's the answer. The answer is 60 seconds. In a 90-minute soccer match, the average player touches the ball a total of 60 seconds. Now think about all the training, the practice, the preparation that goes into that match. And the average player touches the ball for just 1 minute. Now let's take this experiment to the next level. Let's take Lionel Messi, the best guy here. Yes, the best player in the world.
Male player.
Okay, there you go. I like that. The best male player in the world. I will have you know, Ms. Caldwell, that in my house there are extensive conversations about the roster for the U.S. women's national team and who made the cut and who didn't, injuries. Okay. Let's say, for a moment, that Lionel Messi is twice as good as the average player. We're just making this up, right? There's no way to quantify that, but let's say he's twice as good. And let's say that even though this isn't how the game works, he consequently touches the ball twice as often as the average player. You with me so far? Okay. We've now determined that the best player in the world touches the ball for 2 minutes in a match. 2 minutes. What that means is for 88 minutes, Messi does not have the ball. So where am I going with all of this? In 2023, we tend to take in highlight reels and YouTube clips and sound bites and tweets. We see the 2 minutes that Messi has the ball. We do not see the other 88 minutes when he's adapting to the defense or moving into channels, finding open space, anticipating the pass. We don't see the minutes, the hours, the decades of training that go on even before those 88 minutes without the ball. We don't see him training, maintaining a healthy diet, pushing himself to new limits. So I suggest to you today that the 88 minutes that we don't see, that we really don't pay attention to very often, and all of the other minutes before those 88 minutes, before the match even starts, those are the most important minutes. We often think of life as a series of really big moments. Your birth, your first day at school, your graduation, your first job, your wedding day. We celebrate these moments, rightly so. We take photographs of these moments, and we cherish them forever. But if you add up all of those really, really big moments, you might find that you actually have a very small fraction of your life. Most of your life is the stuff that we don't photograph. Sometimes it feels like life is just that moment where you're walking down the hallway at 10:07 on a Wednesday morning, and somebody you barely know is passing you as you go to the water fountain, and you say, "Hey." And the person says, "Hey." It's not really the moment you've been anticipating for all those months. There's no t-shirt commemorating the moment you walked the dog. But I submit again that these are the moments that are the most important times. Life is not the math test. Life is the time you spend learning the concepts taught in math class and collaborating with your peers. Life is not the opening night of the play. It's the hours you spend holed up in your room, learning that character. Not just the character's lines, but learning that character herself, inside and out. And the hours you spend rehearsing with those other students who are going to become your lifelong friends. Life is not your birthday party. Life is the thank you card you write to that relative you rarely see, but who sent you a really nice gift. It's not the family party that you may have tonight or this weekend to celebrate the end of elementary school. It's that quiet dinner on Tuesday night where everybody in the house is just home from work and practice and everybody's super tired. And maybe you just take the time to listen to what your mom or your dad or your brother or your sister has to say. All of that stuff, all of those moments, that's soccer. That's your 88 minutes without the ball. Growth happens in those 88 minutes. Change happens in those 88 minutes. Life, the most important part of life, that part that's going to shape you forever and empower you and help you discover the life you truly want to lead, that life happens in those 88 minutes that you do not have the ball. If you remember that, you'll be even happier in the 2 minutes when you do have the ball. So I wish you the best of luck in all of your moments, big and small. Congratulations, fifth graders.